Copy. You're on Twitch today? Well, hello there, Azaku. Hello, hello. Okay. Let me open up Twitch. There's my Twitch. Tomo. Let's not do that. Let's find Tomo here. Open up the Tomo stream. Click the knocky knock. Tomo has been knocked. Test. What are you testing there, Desert Dog? Because I'm testing to make sure that my chat shows up on my program properly. That's why I have test. Share chat. Start sharing chat. All right. We have shared chat.
Let's go! Yay!
Waiting for YouTube to go live. That would be a thing. It takes YouTube a really long time sometimes.
Yeah.
Here we go. The vertical stream is going live. It'll take about 20 seconds for it to go live. And it is live. You're doing good, Azaku? That's good. That's good. Come on. Come on. Horizontal feed. I know you know what's going on. I cut my hair to beyond buzz cuts. 1/8 of an inch.
That's not beyond buzz cut. 1/8 of an inch is not that bad.
I don't want anyone near my hair anymore. To cut it. Or at least to cut it short. Fuck that shit.
I have to keep mine relatively short because if I let it get longer, it just becomes a mess, and I'm not like trying to do dreadlocks again this year. Had dreads, I was not a fan. 10 out of 10, won't do again.
Oof, no, that's not what I wanted to do. This. This. Okay, we got that open. Now we open up this. Scroll down. Open up this. It's a summer cut. Okay. That works, that works, that works. I haven't even started TikToks. Twitch. The Arc Farm, it's 4 semi-alto ramp farms that go into a 5x5 farm.
I am confusion. I have no clue.
It's Mean Teen had talked about yesterday, or he left a comment on my video, my live stream last night after I ended.
Ah,
Doing something about arc farms, and I wasn't sure what an arc farm is. I'm still not quite sure what it is. It's for semi-alto ramp farms. They go into a 5x5 farm. I don't know what that means. Yeah, I'm sorry, Mean Teen. I'm not quite sure what that means. Okay, let's make sure that's that. We open up this. Well, hello there, Farragon.
doing some cash openings. Got another new pair of snazzy shoes.
How are you doing today there, Farragon? How are you doing today there, Mean Teen? How are you, I hope everything is going semi-well there, Desert Dog. So got all that, which means we can start doing the stuff on this. Open up the TikToky stuff. Change the TikToky things. So we are seeing the division go live.
Oof.
Doing good besides the fact I gotta take classes I don't want to, because my advanced classes take priority in scheduling.
What classes are they forcing you to take?
I mean, as long as they aren't making you take Math 101, you should be good. That was what, like, I absolutely hated about college is they made me pay for a class that was Math 101. Okay. My favorite subject is math. My best subject is math. But because of my reading and writing scores, they unfortunately were like, "Oh yeah, you can't take normal math classes. You have to take Math 101." Okay, fine. I'll take Math 101. On a test. Literally, one of the questions was, "What is 1 plus 1?" I am not kidding you. I am not exaggerating. It was literally, "What is 1 plus 1?"
Yeah, it's like
I'm doing well. I
higher.
was I was a sorry. I was a wasp today as I was angry simply because someone else was in the Ark is simply a wheat farm that combines two farms from the official Minecraft book. I own it. Oh, interesting. Hello there, Yorm. Sorry, Tomo, what were you gonna say?
I was just saying hi to your.
I thought you were saying something about the 1+1.
Then I took sociology 101 back in college. It was just,
You have joined a group. Another agent has been promoted to group leader.
okay. Well, let's get started. Quarantine
Oh,
skyscraper or National Bonds Bank?
that's up to you. I don't care. Something else that was in my 101 math, my math 101 math course, is when the teacher was trying to teach us about percentages. All right. Um, so she tells everyone to get out their calculators so that they can start doing percentages. And now you got to remember this is the same class that had a 1+1. All right. So she literally started giving us you know, percentages. Are you shooting animals again? Stop shooting animals. You're not allowed to shoot animals. So she was giving us, questions like what's, the um what is the 10% of 10? Now everyone use your calculator to do it. I'm like, what? I even raised my hand. I'm like, you don't need a calculator for 10%. So you don't need a calculator for 15%. Like, what are you talking about? I gotta take business and almost had to take journalism. Just got to switch it out with band, which wasn't planning to continue because my state's new requirements. What's your state's new requirements? Sorry for the no, you're all good. Literally doing everyone's work.
Electronic device detected.
Oh, my frames are
Literally doing
tanking.
everyone's work because they did a 101 with me. 10% of 10 is 7 trusts. So she not only was doing percentages like that. So if you're doing like what's a 2% of like 22? Yeah, that's a little bit harder to do. You can do it in your head. You can do it without a calculator, but like I understand that. If you do any 5s, any 10s, so and anything that basically starts or ends in a 5 or a 0, you can do in your head. Like it's not that freaking hard. And I told her this, and she's like, "Oh well, what's 15% of this?" And so I said the answer, and it's like, she's like, "How are you doing that without a calculator?" I'm just like, I've been doing that since I was like 5, because so my dad would always make us do stuff like that, and I got so used to it that I would, anytime we went out to dinner with my mom, I would calculate the tip, and we always did a 15% tip. So I would I'm just like, what do you mean this is hard? I do this weekly. an 18% tip, which is the new tip. Yeah, that's a little bit harder. I can understand needing a calculator for it.
18% is the new tip. I thought it was 20.
Oh, maybe it's 20 now. I think the new minimum is 18. Maybe I don't. The new requirements were made in December, and they're not even finished. I'm convinced my grade is just a big test object. He died?
No.
What did he die to?
My artillery turret.
I would love that, actually. Love what?
Did I do an artillery turret? You're interested.
No. Mean Teen on YouTube asked me, or said to me that they would love something, and I'm not sure what. Because, honestly, if it was the math class, I don't like paying for something that I'm not going to use. I don't like paying for, especially for higher education, that is not higher education. After I took that course, I then had to take a Geometry 101. Again, I just slept through it. After that, I was just like, you know what, fuck this, and then I stopped going to the college because it was pointless. It wasn't giving me anything. They were just simply making me spend money so that they could make. I downloaded because of Utomo. I think it was you that mentioned playing it, right?
Playing what?
Arturo?
Oh, yeah, Arturo, dude. Yeah.
Like getting to the point where I can tend in reflexively. So if it's a 10% of something, literally just move the decimal. That's it. You don't have to do math. Like, you don't have to do anything. 10% of 15 is 1.5. 10% of 20 is 2. 10% of you name it, I can do it, and you literally just move the decimal over. For a 5%, you do the same thing, move the decimal over, and divide by 2. What's up?
There's a supply room that we can open, loot room.
Like the 5%, I can understand doing a little bit is a little bit harder. But
the Rikers started as a gang of escaped prisoners, but soon attracted every psycho killer this city had to offer. Now they rule the black market and are in a violent turf war with the other factions. They're ruthless.
But see, I was teaching the teacher just to move the decimal over, because she couldn't do the math without a calculator. So again, you see why I have an issue with higher education to a degree. Again, I don't knock people that go and get a degree, but my experience with it made it so that I was taking courses that I told them I knew how to do, but they wouldn't care or understand because my reading and writing scores were so low. I have dyslexia, which makes it really hard for me to read and write for the most part. What's up?
Give me 1 second, because the game is chugging for some odd fucking reason, and I definitely fixed it yesterday.
Okay. With a 5%, you just move the decimal over and divide by 2. Yeah. Like, let's take the 5% of, I don't know, 10. Well, let's do something that's a little bit harder. 22. So you move the decimal over. So 10% of 22 is 2.2, and then you divide that by 2, so it's 1.1. So 5% of 22 is 1.1. Like, and I can do this in my head. This is not hard math.
As soon as we start freaking moving, it fucking does this shit. I'm gonna have to use my other computer to fucking stream.
Oof. Were you having the same issue yesterday? Or not yesterday, the day before?
No. It's probably because I'm using Chrome.
Ooh. I don't think you should pay for college unless you're over 25. So if you're paying for college, I don't think you should have to pay for anything that isn't something that you want to do. Because in my opinion, the paying is the learning of what you want to use.
I'm gonna have to stop streaming
So
because this is not gonna work.
Nearby hostage
Video
situation
quality's gonna be horrible.
detected.
So,
I mean, if you were going to go and get a math major